The internet can be a dangerous place. You never really know who may be on the other side of the screen, which was the case out of Grand Island recently. 18-year-old Max Rookstool convicted after posing as a girl on Snapchat to solicit nude photos of boys and then extort them. He was sentenced to several years in prison for those crimes. And TV's Danielle Shenk spoke to law enforcement about similar situations and how to protect yourself. Danielle.
The Grand Island and Kearney Police Departments say they are seeing an increase in cases similar to Rookstool's known as sextortion cases, and they say social media could be to blame.
All the different social media applications that are out there, teens are on their phones constantly, it seems like, and with COVID, everybody's staying home. A lot of teenagers are going to social media to keep in contact.
Larkin says it's a job itself to keep up with all the social media applications because it seems like more pop up every day.
We are constantly battling that situation because of the online activity. Sometimes it makes it difficult to track who that predator is, and so it takes a tremendous amount of resources.
Warrington says they commonly see individuals being contacted by a stranger or someone they aren't that familiar with, who then begins to form a relationship with him or her. From there, he says it could potentially escalate to asking for pictures.
Think about what you're sending out. If it's not something that your family, your friends, your mother, your father, your guidance counselor, your teachers, that you would want them to see, don't share it, don't send it.
Law enforcement has also seen cases where unwanted images are being sent to others.
Just delete it. Don't ever reshare it, especially if it's an image, an explicit image especially. If you share an explicit image and it's an individual who's underage, that would be considered distribution of child pornography.
If the individuals involved are no longer considered minors, the law called unlawful intrusion still applies.
And so that prevents people from essentially what the kids call nowadays exposing someone's sexually explicit photographs. It's even a crime to threaten to expose or make public someone's sexually explicit photographs.
Larkins believes situations like this won't be going away anytime soon.
The dangers are always going to be there, and it's going to continue to get worse. The education, not only for the teenagers, but the parents as well, is very important.
Tips on what teens can do to avoid these situations or what parents can do to make sure it doesn't happen will be on NTV News at noon. Sarah?
All right, we look forward to that. Thanks so much, Danielle.